Hey guys, it's Redox. Welcome back to another Auto Chess mobile video, and it seems like a balanced patch will be rolling out today, so let's take a look at the patch notes. The cave clans have a lower win rate than the other unit classes or races, and I kind of agree with this because cave clans are a very awkward sort of class or race because you have 4 cave clan units in the game. You've got the Skull Hunter, which is a hunter class, you got the Storm Shaman, which is a shaman class, and then you have the 2 warriors. Still, I feel like the cave clans were pretty weak compared to the other classes, and I think this buff to the some of the cave clan units here, I think is definitely going to help, namely the Storm Shaman. And I do see the Storm Shaman already on the top of the list here. So it says Storm Shaman damage per second of static storm is adjusted from 100 base to 150, so all of its the damage per second on his ability will go up by 50 damage points. So he's going to be doing a lot more damage than before. And I've noticed that the Storm Shaman's static storm was a little bit weaker when it came to the DPS. And the Storm Shaman also had an increased health from 700 to 750. So he's getting 50 more health, and then 100 in the second level, the 2 stars, and then at 3 stars he'll get 200 more health. So he'll be at 3,000 health. So killing the Storm Shaman is going to be a lot harder as well. And once again, I just feel like the Storm Shaman doesn't really even fit well with the Cave Clan synergy. To be honest, I really think the Storm Shaman class, the Shaman class itself is very awkward because Cave Clan units are mainly warriors, of course, the Red Axe Chief and the Swordsman. But it's good to see the Storm Shaman getting a buff. And then we have the Skull Hunter as well from the Cave Clan. Increased HP from 700 to 750. 1400 to 1500, same thing. So the Skull Hunter is getting up to 200 health bonus at 3 stars, just like the Storm Shaman. Now, I don't know if the Skull Hunter needed a health buff. I think the Storm Shaman definitely needed some buffs, but I'm not really too sure about the Skull Hunter. I think the Skull Hunter was fine, especially if you built the Hunter Cave Clan warrior deck. The Skull Hunter seemed to do well. It was a very buff hunter, very strong buffed hunter. But anyways, it's good to see the Storm Shaman getting a buff still. And Abyssal Crawler, I know they got recently a buff, but it seems like there's another thing right here. So cooldown of stealth is adjusted from 8 seconds 7 to 6 to back to 8 seconds. So I think the Abyssal Crawler's buff was a little bit too strong, and I do kind of agree with this because I've noticed the Abyssal Crawler doing a lot better than I think it normally should have. Sometimes it would just win fights where it shouldn't have because it could go into that shield mode, and then your opponent can't attack the Abyssal Crawler when it goes into that, where he protects himself under his shell. So the Abyssal Crawler his stealth is going back up to 8 seconds. The Flaming Wizard, when casting Laguna Blade, its own attack speed by 40%, 60%, 80% for 30 seconds can be stacked up to 2 times. So it seems like the Flaming Wizard is getting a buff here. So her attack speed will go up to 2 times after using her skill, her lightning bolt or whatever it was. Okay, I think that's neat because I think the Flaming Wizard was okay as a mage, but not the strongest, of course. The Poisonous Worm increased health points from 500 to 600, 1000 to 1200, 2000 to 2400. So the Poisonous Worm will be getting a massive health boost here, up to 400 health at 3 stars. And I think this was good for the Poisonous Worm because I felt like the Poisonous Worm died a little bit too easy. Very, very easy unit to kill. So I think this was a good buff to it. The Berserker increased the basic attack from 95 to 100, 190 to 200, 380 to 400. I don't really agree with this buff. I think this is the only buff I see on this list that I don't really agree with. I already think the Berserker is very strong. And if you give the Berserker like any attack items and attack speed boost items, this guy becomes incredibly strong with the in-game items. And the fact that they're increasing his base attack, I'm not sure if I can 100% agree with this. because I feel like he's going to be even more stronger. Like, he's already strong. He's already the strongest unit in the Glacier clan. and they're making this guy really strong. Like if they wanted to buff a Glacier unit, I think maybe the Frost Knight needs a little bit of a buff, or maybe even the Defector. I really don't think Berserker is the unit to buff here. I don't really agree with this, but hey, maybe you guys know better about this. Okay, and then the next unit here is Helicopter, decreased armor from 15 to 10. Okay, so the Helicopter will be easier to kill. Once again, I'm not sure if I agree with this, because I think the Helicopter was never... The Helicopter can be very, very strong, like the Devastator, because of its massive AoE damage. But I found the Helicopter to never really be a huge problem, to be honest. So once again, I'm not sure if the Helicopter needed an armor decrease. Stone Spirit decreased attack rate from 1.9 seconds to 1.8 seconds. So the Stone Spirit will attack a little bit faster, and fix the problem that Arctic Punch of 1-star Tusk champion unable to choose an enemy in the diagonal grid. Okay, so that's just a bug. So that's really it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys think about this patch, and what you guys think as opposed to what I think about all these unit changes here, because maybe I'm wrong on some of them, you guys could be right on the others. I'm not 100% sure, but that's how I feel about this patch. But thanks for watching, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.